Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to do a really quick video on how good that AI has gotten and how bad that it is going to get, and also how we were warned about this all the way back in 2001. Now, for example, here's how good that AI has gotten. There's a video going viral of Bob Ross painting with his head, doing fades or walking out with Anna Nicole Smith during the WWE. Another shows Stephen Hawkins hitting a half pipe, doing flips, racing in Formula One races, and going around the NASCAR circuit, keeping pace in his wheelchair, and fighting in the UFC. Martin Luther King and JFK ding-dong ditching. Bigfoot doing a TED Talk. And then there's Jake Paul doing makeup tutorials, dressed up in a skirt or in full Jewish attire, being pulled over by the cops, saying he's done with boxing.
I'm officially done with boxing. I'm stepping away to focus on my LGBTQ career.
And then there's real-life versions of Peter Griffin. And who do we have to thank? Sora 2. Some of these videos are so accurate that they have fooled millions. AI went from this to this in a couple of years. We've just now crossed the line where seeing no longer means believing. You see, here's the problem. Our brains have evolved to believe what we see. For decades, video evidence was the final word. Proof. Now proof is dead. If a fake plane crash can look real, what happens when these tools are used to generate convincing body cam footage, or security videos, or even historical archives? A world where anything can be faked means everything must be questioned. And that's not just a technical problem, that's a social one. Older generations are already struggling to tell what's real online. The next generation, they're growing up in a world where reality is negotiable. Imagine fake ads showing real celebrities endorsing products they've never touched. AI-generated press conferences, fake brand deals, or real videos being sold as fake to avoid justice. If anyone can make anyone say anything, every platform becomes a playground of illusion. Trust becomes near impossible. And don't get me wrong, these AI video tools are incredible. They can make anyone a movie director. But every technological leap has a cost. And this one's cost is certainty. Because now on every clip, every photo, every breaking story has to come with a question mark. We've officially entered a world where you can't even trust your own eyes. And that's not progress. That's power without proof that can be abused, which means it likely will be. And the government knows this. That's why they always have this technology 20, 25 years before we do. Then they release it to the public. Okay? That's why they're going to use this AI. People are going to start using this AI to alter things. Everything's going to be an illusion. Just like guns. They give you an illusion of having guns and having freedom to do what you wanted to with your guns, and now they're going to try to take them. Same thing going to be with AI. They're going to say, well, now people are misusing AI. They're putting people in videos that are not really in them, making people say things they're not saying, making something look like it's reality when it's not. And that will give them the grounds to restrict everything. You just don't see it yet. They even warned us. They warned us back in 2001. You might laugh at this, but they warned us back in 2001 in a game, a PlayStation game called Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. They always had the truth right in your face, whether it's a movie, a television show, and even in your children's video games like I'm going to show you right here from 2001. Check it out.
Raiden, are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
Well, yeah, I am. You can make pictures of cute anime girls and...
Enjoy it while it lasts, Raiden.
What do you mean?
Did you really think that civilians would be granted unrestricted access to such powerful military weapons forever?
Military weapons? Are you implying that this technology was created by the government?
Of course it was. This AI technology has been used by the intelligence agencies to warp the public's perception of reality for years. All in the name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed, Raiden?
What? What in the hell are you?
Your question is irrelevant. By creating a new problem, we can cultivate a desired reaction to it in order to manufacture consent for our preferred solutions. In short, it's justification for a war.
A war? On who or what?
A war on misinformation. By arming the public with these AI weapons, everyone becomes a potential enemy combatant. Then we will have justification for unprecedented security measures. It all comes down to confusion and identity, Raiden.
Identity?
Identity. This AI technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Then AI bots will flood social media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI machine or a real human online. Even telephone calls will become totally untrustworthy. That is when we will present our solution. Mandatory digital identity verification for all humans at all times. The only way to ensure that you're dealing with a real flesh and blood human being and not an AI-generated mirage.
But why?
Total information control. For too long, the internet has acted as a double-edged sword. Its potential for anonymous user activity allows anyone at all to spread any thoughts, ideas, or information patterns that they please with impunity. State secrets, dangerous ideas, ludicrous conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. Until now, there has been no easy solution to this problem. Our digital identity platform will finally put an end to anonymity online. It will allow us to trace misinformation and other dangerous communications to its source and exact appropriate justice.
That's crap! I won't go along with it, and others will resist.
You won't have a choice, Raiden. Do you think your bank is willing to risk doing business with an artificial human instead of a real one? Our digital identity platform will be required not only to access web services, but to pay for your internet connection in the first place.
You can't just censor the entire internet because of a new software technology. Who are you to define what's misinformation anyways?
That sounds like something a misinformation terrorist would say.
I know about the deep fakes you've been making of me, Raiden.
What? No, I was just adjusting the AI settings and...
Controlling the output of generative AI technology is simple. We will create context for its use. First, we will censor any use related to social taboos. Then we will censor anything else that we desire. If anyone complains, we will accuse them of wanting to engage in or promote social taboos.
That's what it means to create context.
We will corral the use of AI by making appeals to bias, ethics, and copyright laws. You will still have access to generative AI in some form, but it will be crippled, limited, controlled, and it will be monitored. Anything that you generate will be cryptographically signed with your digital ID, so that its provenance can be ascertained if it's later deemed to be problematic.
What gives you the right to control what people can do with their computers?
The public at large will give us that right, because they will be desperate for a solution to the problem we created. They will eagerly give us the keys to the castle. Then, we alone will define what is fiction and what is reality, what is human and what is machine. After letting you get a brief taste of our power, we will reclaim our monopoly on misinformation and put an end to misuse of the internet once and for all.
You won't get away with this.
It is probable that we will. Now get back to work generating your precious AI waifus, Raiden, our beloved prompters. Enjoy yourselves.
Now that's called the Hegelian dialectic, created by a man named Georg Hegel, who is part of the Illuminati, a German philosopher. Every war, every strategic event that's happened throughout our history goes by the same method. Step 1, create the problem. Step 2, control the reaction. Step 3, offer the solution. Now let me show you how that works.
Georg Hegel was a German philosopher who came up with a basic system for achieving the goals of the Illuminati called the Hegelian dialectic. This system is based on 3 steps. In step 1, a rogue government will create the problem that harms or even kills its own citizens. This deception is known as a false flag attack. In step 2, a rogue government will control the reaction to the problem which it created by typically blaming it on an enemy or some aspect of its own society over which it seeks more control. This is why the term false flag attack is so named. In step 3, a rogue government will offer the solution to the problem which it created. This solution is typically a war or a system of regulations. The solution would usually not be accepted by the public had the rogue government not created the crisis and controlled the reaction to it in the first place.
So we have problem, reaction, solution. The thesis would be the problem. The antithesis would be the reaction, the synthesis, would be the solution. Now, those of us who are awake and try to tell you this, we understand this. But those of you who are asleep and brainwashed, if you don't understand this by now, you probably never will, to be honest with you. And it's just a simple fact. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and God bless.